All right there, everybody. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV, 1919 World Series. It's a best of 9 series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago White Sox. This is the famous Cheaters World Series. There'll be no cheating in this World Series, that's for sure. And we're playing History Maker Baseball. So let's start this up. Now it's Crosby Field, but I think back then it was called Redland Field. Let's get started here. This is a game that you have to go through the book, and it's a chart book, and you kind of flip the pages back and forth. I've got I'm going to roll real quick here for my hot and cold batters. So let's roll for the first. It's going to be an 8. That'll be the catcher, Shock. So he'll be hot, and now the cold batter will be 7. Reesberg, the shortstop. So he'll be cold, and that was for the visiting White Sox. For the home team, the Reds. Let's get the hot batter, and it's going to be. We're looking for a 10-sided die. Well, we can still use that. It was a 17, so that'll be the hot batter will be Neal, and the cold batter will be Roth. All right. Both are exuberant, or I forget the word that they use, harmonious, excuse me. Both teams are harmonious because they're excited about being in the World Series, and we're going to start rolling some dice. Oh, the umpiring crew, I just pulled them out from a special set that they have on the website of free stuff at play.com, baseball free stuff. Clem is at second base. At first base, it's Billy Evans, Tom Connolly behind the plate, and Hank O'Day at third base. So let's do it. And you read it by going the lowest number first. So that would be a 255. And the 255 is going to tell us, it asked me if the pitcher is a star. And the pitcher is not a star. So well, next one is the batter, a home run king. He's not a home run king. By the way, this 1919 set you can't get anymore, not available. And 255 is going to be a fly out to left field. So that is Shannon Collins, flies out to left field for out number 1. Next up is the second baseman, Eddie Collins. Here's the pitch from now the pitchers. I didn't do the lineups either. Dutch Ruther is the pitcher for the Reds. Eddie Cicotte is the pitcher for the White Sox. Lineup for the White Sox is Shannon Collins, Eddie Collins, Weaver, Shoeless, Joe Jackson in left field, Felsch in center field, Gandol at first base, Reesberg at shortstop, Schalk at catcher, and Cicotte at pitcher. For the Reds, it's Roth at second base, Dalbert at first base, Groh at looks like third base, Roush in center field, Duncan in left field, Kopf at the shortstop, Neal at right field, Wingo at catcher, and Ruther on the mound. All right, Eddie Collins, and that's a 2-2-3, and the 2-2-3 is going to ask me if Dutch Ruther is wild. He is not. So it's going to ask me if the batter's slugger or utility, and he is neither. So it's going to be line to left field for a base hit, and he is semi-active, and he's going to remain. He's not going to steal because he doesn't become active because there's no there's no bullet there on that die sheet. All right, so then it's a single 2 to left field. So Eddie Collins is on at first. And next up is Buck Weaver. Waits for the pitch from Dutch Ruther. And that is a 156. And a 156 is going to skip the pitcher. Go to whiffer. Is he a whiffer? He is not. So it's going to be outfield drama. So we go to outfield drama. We roll 2 dice. Let's pull this one here. We can still use that one. It's going to be a 23. Center fielder iron. Center fielder is Roush. And I don't know if he's iron, Eddie Roush. He's a blank. So that's a no. So it's a 23. He is not iron. So it's a fly out to center field for out number 2. And back to first is Collins, Eddie Collins. All right, here comes shoeless Joe Jackson. And here we go. I'm gonna roll. And that is a 246 and a 246. Ask me if Ruther is control, and he's semi-control. The decided die says he is control, so that's going to be a ground ball right back to Ruther, who picks it up over to first, and that retires the side. So Joe Jackson bounces out to the pitcher, and we move to the bottom of the first, no score, with the Reds coming to bat. Roth is going to be leading off, the second baseman. Maury Roth. Actually, it's an O there, I believe. No, it's an A. It's a Roth. So Maury Roth. And here's a pitch from Seacott. Seacott, by the way, is a star in double control, and that's going to be a 145. And a 145 is going to ask me if he's a struggler. He is not. It's a blank, and then it's a ground out to. He's a lefty, so it's a ground out to first base for out number 1. Picked up by Gandol, and Gandol steps on the bag ahead of Roth. So slide this over a little bit. And here's Jake Dalbert. Jake Dalbert, he bats lefty against Seacott. Pitch from Seacott's a 156 again. So ask me if he's a whiffer. He is not. And it's going to be outfield drama. So we're going to go to outfield drama. We're going to pull this one out. And it's going to be a 25. And a 25 is going to be center fielder iron. We already checked that. He is not iron. So otherwise, it's a grab of looping liner. Oh, actually, now we're looking at the center fielder, Felsch. Happy Felsch, and Happy Felsch is blank. So he makes that running catch of a looping liner. That's out number 2. And here comes Grow. This guy grows, Heine grows on you. All right. Interesting names here in 1919. This is quite interesting. Best of 9 series, 1919, Heine Grow. Here's a pitch from Seacott. And it's going to be a 2-2-4 and a 2-2-4 pitching at home. And Seacott is not at home. So slugger, he is not a slugger. And so it's a single rip to right field. And he's semi-active, and he's going to go. He's going to steal, and here's a throw down, and not in time. So it's a single and a stolen base for Grow. So we got a runner in scoring position, and now it's Ed Rush. Or Roush. And he's a lefty hitter. Seacott looks, checks in with Schalk for the sign. Wow, sets and deals. That's going to be a 133, and a 133 is a blank. Ask me if he's a slugger. He is not a slugger. So it's going to be a fly ball left field. Drifting over is the left fielder, shoeless Joe Jackson, who makes the grab. and that ends the inning. So both teams, and the Reds had no runs and 1 hit in their innings, and we go to top of the second, no score. All right, so up now is Happy Felsch against Dutch Ruther. And that's a 1-1-4, and that's a fresh, so he is fresh. It's going to be a ground ball picked up by a shortstop. Shortstop is Kopf, and Kopf throws him out. All right, next up is Chuck Gandol. And it's going to be a 1-1-2, and a 1-1-2 is going to be Flash. Is Ruther Flash? He is not. Is it a... No, there's no... That sign is a good eye. Batter is not a good eye. Oh, wait, he is a good eye. Batter is a good eye. Batter avoids strikeout and grounds out, but there was no strikeout to begin with. So next one is Sad Sack. He is not a sad sack. So it's going to be a check with scorer. So we're going to roll here for the scorer. Where is that? Here it is. Micro scorer. We're going to roll for that. I'm not using the red one. It's a 4 and a... Actually, we just have to roll 1 die. And we'll... let's just roll 1 die. It's a 4, and that's going to be an error charge to... He is a righty. It's going to be an error charge to shortstop. It's going to be an E6. An error on the shortstop, Kopf. So Gandol's at first base with 1 out. And Ruther looks over, throws the ball at first. Calling card throw. And here's a pitch from Ruther to Swede Reesberg. And that's a 1-4-6. So 1-4-6 is going to be a flash. He is not Flash, the pitcher. So it's going to ask me if Reesberg's champion. He is not champion, so it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Double play on ground out. So it's going to be a 4-6-3. And the Reds turn it. That ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, nobody left, an error in that inning. And we go to the bottom of the second. Duncan, Kopf, and Neal. All right, here's a pitch from Seacott. And that's a 2-3-6. 2-3-6 is double control. He is double control. So that's going to be a ground out to the pitcher and a ground out to the shortstop. So 2 outs back-to-back, ground outs for Larry Kampf and Duncan. Here's Greasy Neal. Great names. Greasy Neal. All right, Greasy Neal, let's do it. It's going to be a... That looks larger than the others, does it not? Pretty close. All right. A 1-1-6 and a 1-1-6 is going to be fresh. He is fresh. So that's going to be a strikeout. I think okay, he wasn't Flash. All right, fresh. He is fresh, and that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So we go to the top of the third. It's going to be Schalk leading off. Ray Schalk, catcher. Pitch from Ruther, and it's a 1-1-5, and that's going to be fresh. Pop fly to the infield. It's going to be shortstop calling for it. 1 down. Seacott. Seacott is up. Pitch from Ruther. And it's a 2-4-4. And 2-4-4 is ace. He's a semi-ace. The side die says he is an ace, so it's going to be a fly out to center. 2 out. And here's Collins. Top of the order now. Shannon Collins. And it's a 156, and again, that's going to be a blank. Whiffer, Shannon Collins, he's not a whiffer, so it's going to go to Outfield Drama. And it's going to be a 3-5 and a 3-5 left fielder gold. Oh, I doubt he's going to be gold. So it's probably going to be a double. 3-5 looping like him, we get there. I doubt the left fielder is going to be gold. Left fielder is Duncan. Duncan, definitely not gold. He's just a blank. So it's going to fall in there for a double to left center field. And then it's going to take us to chemistry. Team chemistry, so it's double, 2-out double for Shannon Collins. He's on at second base. And it's going to be team chemistry for Eddie Collins. Here's a pitch. And that is going to be, forgot this one. And that's going to be a 2-5-5. Oh, actually, we're not using that. 25. So pitching team dissonance, no. Otherwise, it's a fly out to right, and that's going to end the inning. After 2.5, no score. Go to bottom of the third. It's going to be Wingo, Ruther, the pitcher, and then Roth, the second baseman. So let's see. Wingo's up. Pitch from Seacott. And that's a 2-4-4. And a 2-4-4. It's going to be a... Wow, I haven't hit 1, 3, 4, or 6 yet. It's weird. All right, so 2-4-4 ace. He is not an ace. So 2-4-4 champion. He is not a champion, so it's going to be a ground out to short. Unless he's a thumbs up, which is a whiffer. He is not. So it's bounced out to shortstop for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. No score. Pitcher Ruther's up now. Ruther's a scrapper, eager, and a whiffer. Pitch from Seacott, and that's a 2-3-4. 2-3-4 run on base, no. Hot batter, no. Pop out to third base. So the ball is in the infield. An infield fly to third. Pop 5. And up comes the top of the order, Roth. And that is a 3. Finally, we got a 3. A 3-4-6. So 3-4-6 is a blank there. Ask me if the batter's eager. He is not. So it's a base on balls, active steals. He is not active. So it is a walk. Oh. So that's a walk for Roth, the second baseman. He's on at first. 2 outs. And here's Jake Dalbert. Pitch from Seacott. 124, and a 124 is going to be a control pitcher. He is double control. It's bounced to short. He goes a short way to the second baseman. 6-4 for the fielder's choice to end the inning. We go to top of the fourth, no score. We're replaying the 1919 World Series. All right, top of the fourth. And it's Weaver going to lead off. Buck Weaver. Pitch from Ruther. And it's a 2-5-5. And a 2-5-5 is going to be a star. He is not a star. Home run king. He's not a home run king. And it's a fly out to left. I got to do a quick cleanup. So it's 1 out. Up comes Shoeless Joe Jackson. And he grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. Shoeless Joe Jackson with a 3-3-6 and a 3-3-6 ace. He is a semi-ace. The Saturday says no. So a 3-3-6 sat sack utility or patient. He is semi-patient. We already used that, so we got to roll it again. No. So it's a single to 336 is a single to center. Shoeless Joe Jackson is on with a single. A 1-out single. Brings up Felsch, Happy Felsch. And here's a pitch. It's a 2-4-5. 2-4-5 is a blank. Ask me if Felsch is a hero. He is not. It's going to be a pop out to second base. And then we're going to go to experience because it's a red, so we got to flip the book. Going to player experience. Going to roll 2 dice. And it's going to be a 3-4. Chick Gandol. He's an icon. So he's otherwise is a ground out. Okay, so 3-4. And asked me prospect batter. No. Otherwise is a ground out. Never up the first baseline. Runners advance. So bounce to first, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, a hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 4th, no score. All right, Jake Dalbert. Good game here. Here's a pitch. It's a 2-3-3. And a 2-3-3 is going to ask me if he's an ace or a star. He is a star, so it's a ground out. Up the middle. Shortstop. Reesberg gets there. Makes the play. And Heine grows up. Pitcher from Seacott, 123 and a 123, both flash and fresh. He is not blank. It's a ground out to short again. So back-to-back plays by Reesberg. And now it's Duncan. Pat Duncan. So that should have been Ed Roush making that out. I had Grow Roush. Let me see. Yeah, Grow Roush, and now it's Pat Duncan. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, no score. Pitch from Seacott, 124. 124 is a control. Seacott is control, and bounced out to short. So 3 grounds out in a row to 3 ground outs in a row to the shortstop, Reesberg, and we move to the top of the 5th with no score. This is game 1 of the best of 9 series. It's Ruther versus Seacott, and here is Swede Reesberg, the shortstop for the White Sox, and that is a 2.56. And a 2.56 asked me if he's a struggler. The pitcher is not struggling. Champion or patient batter, neither. So it's going to be infield drama. I'll roll 2 infield drama, and that's going to be a 24, and it says second baseman gold. Second baseman gold, and the second baseman is Roth. And he is iron, so he's not gold. So that's a 24. Second baseman gold, no. Otherwise, bobbled ball batter, so it's going to be an E4. So Reesberg is on at first on an error. This is the second error of the game for the Reds. Reesberg is on at first, and here's Ray Schalk with nobody on. He's going to with one on. Excuse me, nobody out. It's a 4.46, and let's see what that becomes. This may be chemistry. Wait a second. It was infield drama, and it was. Oh no, it was not. Okay. So it's going to be a 4.46 and a 4.46 star ground ball to. Okay, is the pitcher a star? He is not. Sat is about a sat utility or patient. He's semi-patient. So no. So it's going to be a single to right. And with that 4, runner will advance 1 base. Advance 2 bases on singles, so he'll go to third. So we're going to get first and third here. So a single for Ray Schalk, and up comes Seacott with first and third. Now we're going to play the infield in here in the bottom of the fifth inning with no score. And it's going to be Seacott. All right, a 1-3-5. Oh boy, there's a lot to remember here now because that takes me to unusual play result. Unusual play chart. A lot of going on here in this game with a black 1, which is a ballpark quality. So I have my ballpark information. So we're going to roll, and it's going to be a 5-6, and that's going to be a 5-6, a big ballpark. Where's my ballpark info here? I wrote it down. Oh man, where's my ballpark info? Wait a second. Here it is. Okay, my ballpark info. Crosley Field. It's a small park for Seacott's batting, and he bats always a switch hitter, so he would be batting righty. So again, for righty batters, Crosley Field, I think we call it Crosby Field. Crosley Field is a small ballpark. A small ballpark, so we got 5-6. Okay, so ballpark makes a grab along the fence. Otherwise, slugger or home run can wallops a home run. Others fly out. So a slugger or a nope. So that's going to be a fly out. It's going to be a fly out. We'll say it's center field. So but that could be, what number was that? That was a 5. We got to check and see if it's what kind of a fly out it is. So runner on third base scores on fly out. So that's going to be a sac fly. And that's going to be an RBI. Reesberg is going to tag up. He's going to come home on that. So it's an RBI for the pitcher, Seacott. And we move to the top of the order. So the White Sox have taken an early lead, 1-0 here at the top of the fifth inning. So Dutch Ruther versus Shannon Collins with a runner on first and 1 out. That's going to be a 3-3, a 2-3-3, and a 2-2-3-3 ace or star. He's a semi-ace, decided that says he is not. Slugger, Shannon Collins is not a slugger, so it's going to be a fly out to center for out number 2. And here is Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins today is 1 for 2. He's batting here in the top of the fifth inning, 1-0 White Sox. Pitch from Ruther, and that's a 1-4-6, and a 1-4-6 is going to be Flash. He's not Flash. Champion, he's not champion, so it's going to be ground out to second base. And that ends the inning. So 1 run, which is an unearned run, 1 run on 1 hit. And we move to the bottom of the fifth, 1-0 White Sox. So it's Larry Kapp is up, and or Kopp. I think it's Kopp, because I have on the card it's an A, but on Baseball Reference it's an O. And Neal and Wingo. All right. Here's a pitch from Seacott, so 134, and a gold catcher. Let me see if he's a gold catcher. Who's the catcher? Wingo's a catcher? Or no, Schalk is the catcher. He is no. It's a Hall of Fame though. That may mean something. I don't know. I haven't seen that in the rules yet. All right, so what is it? 134. Not a gold catcher. Champion. Not a champion. So it's going to be Outfield Drama. And we'll leave that Outfield Drama, and that's going to be a 56. Left fielder Iron. Left fielder is who? Oh, it's Shoeless Joe Jackson, and he is gold. So a 56 looping liner, iron, no. Otherwise, it's a fly out. Fly out to left. Nice running catch for out number 1. Neil is up next. Greasy Neil. Pitch from Seacott. And that's a 2-3-6. And a 2-3-6 double control. And Seacott is double control, so that's going to be back-to-back ground outs. One to the pitcher, and Wingo is going to ground out to the shortstop, and that ends the inning. 3 up and then 3 down for Seacott here in the bottom of the 5th, and it's 1-0 White Sox. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Yeah, it's really a struggle for me to play modern baseball now. When you have so many constant changes, you just can't enjoy the game. It's like more about making substitutions than it is about playing baseball. And then you get strikeout or home run all the time. Too much. Anyway, Dutch Ruther, Buck Weaver here in the top of the 6th inning, a 1-0 White Sox lead in Game 1 of the 1919 World Series replay using History Maker Baseball. I'm Tony Porter, and join us at the Facebook group called Universal Baseball Association. 3-5-6. 3-5-6. If they're the same side, it's going to be a strikeout. So it's a lefty pitcher versus a switch hitter who's batting the opposite side. So that's a no. Utility or sat sack. He's neither. So if it's a single down the line and cut off quickly by the he would be batting lefty pitcher, so he'd be batting righty by the left fielder. So Buck Weaver is on at first here in the top of the 6th inning. So leadoff hitter is on, and it's Shoeless Joe Jackson. Pitch from Ruther, and that is a 2-3-5, and a 2-3-5 wild. He is not wild. Eager is the batter. Eager, he is not eager. So it's a ground out to second. It's going to be a fielder's choice 4-6. And Shoeless Joe is on at first. Next is Happy Felsch. Happy Felsch with 1 out and 1 on at first. Ruther checks in for the sign and deals 136, and a 136 is an ace. He's a semi-ace. Decided says he is. That's a strikeout unless he's a good eye. We already used that, so I don't know that we can use it again. And he's not a good eye, so he strikes out. Is that the first strikeout of this game? No, it's the second one. Each team has 1 strikeout. So 2 outs now. Here comes Gandol. Chick Gandol. And that is a 3-5-5. And a 3-5-5 says struggler or gilded. I don't know if they're gilded. He's not a struggler. Oh, man. That gilded rule. Let me take a look at that gilded rule really quick. Yeah, I have no idea what gilded means, so I'm just going to ignore it. I looked everywhere. I could not find it. And let's see where we're at. It is Gandol is up against Ruther, and the roll is a 3-5-5. So champion. Is Gandol a champion? He is not. So that's going to be a ground ball to second base unless he's a whiffer, and he is not a whiffer. So it's a bounce out to second to end the top of the 6th. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we move to the pitcher. Pitcher Ruther versus Seacott in the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's do this. And that's a 1-4-5 and a 1-4-5 struggler. He's not a struggler. It's going to be a ground out to Ruther is a bats lefty, so it's a grounder to first. 1 out. And next up is Maury Roth. Pitch from Seacott, 125 struggler. Not a struggler. Patient. He's semi-patient. Decided I says no. It's a ground out to first unless he's a whiffer. He is not. So it's a ground out to third, not first. I meant it first. Picked up by the third baseman Weaver over to first, 2 down. And it's Jake Dalbert next. And it's a 2-3-4, and a 2-3-4 is a runner on base. No. Hot batter. Jake Dalbert, was he a hot batter? He's no. Jake Dalbert. He's not a hot batter. So 2-3-4. It's a pop up to third to end the inning. We're at the top of the 7th. Gandol's up. No, Reesberg is up. 1-0 White Sox. And that's a 1-5-5. It's a blank there. Home run king, Reesberg. He is not. It's a fly out to center. 1 out. Schalk is next. Catcher, Ray Schalk. And not a very good hitter. A 2-3-4. 2-3-4, runner on base, no. Hot batter, Ray Schalk. Ray Schalk is a hot batter, so hot batter fence. So let's see. Gotta go to the fence. And okay, so we're gonna roll. Schalk is a scrapper, so he can only hit singles. And we'll roll here a black one, and that'll be a single. So a 1 out single for the catcher, the hot catcher. And now it's Seacott. And here's a pitch. Seacott's a 3-4-6. 3-4-6. It's a blank. Eager. He is not eager. And it's going to be a base on balls. And then it's going to be chemistry. A base on balls and then chemistry for Seacott. So he trots on down to first base, puts runners on first and second. And here comes Collins. Chemistry. Going to roll 2 dice. And it's a 25, a 2-5. Pitching team dissonance, no. They're both harmonious today. Otherwise, it's a fly out to right for out number 2. And here comes Eddie Collins, left-handed hitter, lefty on lefty. No, forgot to do that one, and that's going to be a 4-4-5. And a 4-4-5 is a workman. And he is not a workman. Patient. He is semi-patient. The side that says he is. So it's a base on balls. It's going to load the bases. So the White Sox can break it open here. And it's going to be Buck Weaver. Semi-hero, semi-scrapper, eager, and a good eye against Dutch Ruther. And here's the pitch. That's a 1-1-2 and a 1-1-2 flash. He is not flash. Sad sack. He is not sad sack. Buck Weaver, and it's going to be a check with the scorer. So we got to go to the scorer table. Micro chart. Let's do that. We got to roll 1 die. And that's a 2, and that's going to be a base hit off the glove of the second baseman shortstop. 2,000 or later, scored as an error. Runners advance 1 base. It's a hard hit ground ball. 2, he's a switch hitter, but he's batting lefties to the shortstop, and it goes off his glove. Going to make it a hit. It's going to be 2-0. Scoring is Schalk. Everybody moves up 1. And here comes shoeless Joe Jackson with the bases loaded in a 2-0 game. The White Sox leading 2-0 here at the top of the 7th with the bases loaded. Up comes shoeless Joe Jackson. He bats from the left side. Shoeless today is 1 for 3. And here's a pitch. And that is a 2-3-5. And a 2-3-5 is, they asked me if he's wild. He is not. Eager. He is not eager. So it's going to be a ground out unless he is a patient. He is patient. So if he's patient, batter draws a walk. And that's going to force in another run. That's a third walk in this inning by Ruther. And that's going to load the bases and force in a run. So that's going to be an RBI. 3-0 now. And here comes Felsch. Happy Felsch. Dutch Ruther. And that's a 1-2-3 and a 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. He is not flash. Blank. It's a ground out to short. Now, high error seasons only if the lead die is a 1, a red 1. Then it would be an error. But otherwise, it's going to be a ground out to short. And that will retire the side, but they pick up a couple of runs. So it's 3-0. Couple of runs on 2 hits. And we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's Heine Groh versus Seacott, who's pitching a masterpiece. Pitching a 1-hitter, by the way, 2.66. And a 2.66 runner on first is thrown out. There's nobody to lead off batter. Single to center. So it is the leadoff batter. So that's going to be a base hit. Base hit for Groh. Ed Roush. And that is a 1-2-4. And a 1-2-4 control. He's double control. So that's going to be a ground out to short. That's going to be a double play. 6-4-3. Double control is going to be another out. And that's going to end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, and Seacott continues to dominate. And we're in the top of the 8th inning, 3-0 White Sox. Chuck Gandol is up. Gandol today is 0 for 3. And that's a 2-2-4. And a 2-2-4 pitching at home. And Cincinnati is at home, so that's a pop out to short for out number 1. Reesberg is up next. Swede Reesberg. Or Reisberg. I'm wondering how to pronounce that correctly. 146. And it's a flash. He's not flash. Champion. He's not a champion. It's ground out to second base. If it's a red 1, it would be an error. It's not. 4-3. Out number 2 here in the top of the 8th. 3-0 White Sox. And it's Ray Shaw, the catcher for the White Sox. Steps in the box. He bats righty. And that's a 3-5-6. And a 3-5-6. Same side? No. And utility or sad sack, he is neither. So that's going to be a single down the third base line. And that's Shock's 3rd single of the day. He scored a run, so he's 3 for 4. So he's having himself quite a day here, Seacott. And that's going to be a 2-3-4. 2-3-4, runners on base, plate drama. So let's roll plate drama. And that is a 2-3 and a 2-3 catcher iron. Seacott is up. Catcher is Wingo. Let's see what Wingo is. Is he iron? Wingo is not iron. So 2-3 catcher does otherwise. He makes 2-3 otherwise, reaches to grab errant pitch, ball, and then it becomes a orange result. Go to pro mini chart for the umpire mini chart. So let's do that. Umpire mini chart, and let's roll on the umpire mini chart. Runner on first. Roll 2 dice. And it's going to be a 4-4. Respected umpire at first base? Yes. Force out at second. Close play. Batter out. All right. So it's going to be a 4-6, I guess. It asked me to request an umpire at first base. Force out at second. Okay, but there's already 2 outs. So we'll say it's just a force out. 4-6, fielder's choice. So Seacott grounds out to end the inning. And Pat Duncan, no, it's Koff. Larry Koff, the shortstop for the Reds, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Seacott. And that's a 4-5-6. And the patient asked me if, no, Koff is not patient. It's a fly out to center. That's going to take us to chemistry. And it's a 1-4. And that's going to be batting team dissonance. No, otherwise it's a single. So base hit for Greasy Neal. Up the middle. Nobody gets there. And Wingo comes up to bat. All right. Here's a pitch from Seacott. It's a 2-4-6. 2-4-6 control. He's double control, so it's going to be ground out to first. Fielder's choice. And a ground out to short for Ruther, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit. And we go top of the 9th. All right. Collins is up against Ruther. The White Sox lead it 3-0. Top of the 9th, so it's going to be last licks in the bottom of the 9th for. Actually, this is for the Reds. Here's a pitch from Ruther, and it's a 3-5-6. 3-5-6, same side. Lefty versus righty, so no. Utility or sad sack, he is neither. So it's a single down the third base line. Cut off by the shortstop. So Shannon Collins singles for his second hit of the day. He is 2 for 5. Eddie Collins is going to square away. He's going to bunt. And where's the bunt chart? Here it is. Attempt to bunt. That's a 2. Active runner safe at first. He's semi-active, and he is active, so he's safe at first. So we're going to give him a single on that. So an infield single, first and second. And Weaver's up. We're going to let Weaver swing away. Pitch from Ruther, and that's a 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded? No. Champion? He is not a champion, so it's going to be ground out to second unless he's a whiffer. And he is not. So it's a ground out to second, fielder's choice. So it's going to be a 4-6. Fielder's choice, and they're going to bring in the infield with runners on first and third and 1 out. And here comes Shoeless Joe Jackson. Here's the pitch to Ruther. And that's a 5-5-6. 5-5-6 ace. He is semi-ace. Decided that says he is 8. That's a line out to third base. L5. So he rips it, but it's caught by the third baseman, Heine Groh. And here's Happy Felsch with the bases loaded with runners on first and third and 2 outs. And Felsch today is 0 for 4. Here's a pitch from Ruther. And that is a 1-5-5. And a 1-5-5 is a blank. Home run king? I doubt it. No. It's going to be a fly out center field. Easy play for the center fielder, Roush. And that ends the inning. No runs. 2 hits, 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks for the Reds. In the bottom of the ninth is going to be leadoff Rath against Seacott. Seacott's got a shutout going. Here's a pitch. It's a 1.55. And a 1.55 is a blank. Home run king. He is not. It's a fly out to center. 1 down. So Seacott's 2 outs away from a shutout here in Game 1 of the 1919 World Series. This is Jake Dalbert. That's a 1-2-3 and a 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. He's semi-fresh. Decided I says no. So it's going to be a ground out to short. Is there a red one? No. So bounce to short. Picked up by Reesberg, and he throws him out. And here's Heine Groh. I'm sorry. That was Jake Dalbert. Now it's Heine Groh. And 2 out. They're down to their last batter, down 3-0. And here's a pitch, and that is a 2.56. 2.56 is a struggler, no. Champion or patient. He is semi-patient, but no. Infield drama. See what happens. Infield drama. And that's a 1.5 and a 1.5. Ask me shortstop iron. So the shortstop is Reesberg. And is he iron? Let's see. He's semi-iron. So the side of the die says he is not iron. So it's a 1.5. Otherwise, a smooth grab of a bouncing ball, ground out, and that ends the ball game. So the White Sox win Game 1 of the 9-game series, best of 9. They win at 3-0. Seacott, masterful, pitches a 3-hitter. Couple of errors picked up by the Reds. None by the White Sox. White Sox had a couple, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. So the White Sox had, let's look at that real quick. White Sox had 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Cincinnati Reds had no runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. And it was Ray, I think his name is Schalk, the catcher for the White Sox, had 3 hits. He went 3 for 4. Let's just quickly highlight his work. And anybody else that really stand? A couple of hits for both Shannon Collins and Eddie Collins. Each had 2 hits apiece. Weaver had a couple of hits. So there was a lot of players who reached base for the White Sox, whether it be on errors, whether it be on walks. A couple of guys had 3 walks. Ruther gave up 3 walks. A couple of errors, so it was not a well-played game for the Reds. But we'll set up Game 2. This is History Maker Baseball. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Join us at the Facebook group Universal Baseball Association, and I will post this game. Thanks for watching. Final score of Game 1 of the 1919 World Series. Game 1. The White Sox win it by a score of 3-0. I'll see you guys soon.